Hi everyone, this is the Model Learning Outcome 2, and I will talk about Pemex. Mexican Petroleum, better known as Pemex, is the Mexican state-owned petroleum company created in 1938 by nationalization or expropriation of all private, foreign, and domestic oil companies at that time. Pemex had been one of the largest companies in Mexico. The three levels of government are supported by the income it generates. Now let's talk about the overseas business. Pemex sells oil to the United States and to other countries, but the export of crude oil to the United States went from 81% to 41%, so it must have changed in order to continue growing. That's why Pemex has expanded by searching new destinations to sell oil, such as India, South Korea, and Jamaica. So Pemex can be a company without growth. Pemex overseas business goes around the next countries: the United States, India, Belgium, France, South Korea, Holland, Spain, Japan, Jamaica, Nicaragua, Peru, Italy, Portugal, Dominican Republic, China, and Switzerland. Now let's talk about their ethics code. Pemex ethics code is reflected by the culture, values, and principles of the company, and they have ruled their conduct, and it has represented a decision-making guide for their actions. Pemex couldn't have grown without its ethics code. Pemex wouldn't be what it is if they weren't under their ethics code. They generated value by acting in ethical and honorable manner. That's why the ethics code must have been applied to all employees working for Pemex. They had defined the next 9 values and principles since the company started working: respect, equality and non-discrimination, effectiveness, honesty, loyalty, responsibility, legality, impartiality, and integrity. Those values and principles could apply not only for the employees, but also for the investors and suppliers in order to get better relations. Now, how do they feel about diversity? Diversity is one of the most important things that concerns on one of their values and principles, which refer to equality and non-discrimination. That is something important for Pemex because without diversity, they can't guarantee access to the programs, benefits, jobs, positions, or communications under the same conditions. So if I had known about this company before, I would work there for sure. So Pemex might have adopted inclusive attitudes in order to understand that they were all different, and therein lies the world of diversity. Now, what does their brand stand for? Their brand stands for Mexican state-owned petroleum company. Petróleos Mexicanos, it's Pemex. It also represents a Mexican company full of ethical principles and expected behaviors, which is operating around the world, producing, transporting, refining, and marketing oil and natural gas throughout many countries. In few words, Pemex stands for Mexican Petroleum Company. Now, what does their office life is like? Their office life is stimulated because of the great environment and their culture living inside the company. There are many opportunities to grow up because they recognize the need to protect and invest in their most invaluable resources, which are the human resources of the company. So if I were an engineer, I would work in Pemex. I would like to work there because of the opportunities Pemex offers to grow up. The employees work at places or offices where they can be part of a great team, so they might develop their activities with respect, consideration, and care towards other people with whom they interact. It is the result of the great environment that the company provides for the employees. So that's it. Thank you very much.